What would happen if you left? What would happen if you stayed? What would happen if you changed? It's up to them to pull themselves out of the victimhood. It's hard to see from a victim standpoint the aspect that everything's a choice. And I move ahead with everything's a choice. Existentialism, that it is a choice. And how you feel about it and what you do about it. Doesn't mean there aren't barriers around you. Doesn't mean the world doesn't want to guide you to a certain end point. But you are in the driver's seat of your life. There's power in knowing who you are. There's not much power in being a zombie and just walking through the world and saying, well, a lot of people do it is they do stuff and they say, I don't think that's it. They do something else. I don't think that's it. Well, what do you think it is? Don't work every vocation in the world, every spot in the world as a null set until you find out what it is. Make a declaration. The leader part is that they're able to bring out those characteristics in others, that consciousness in others. They don't do it by cajoling or by manipulation. That can be done. It can be done for a short term, but it's not a long-term measure. But they actually help people in the discovery, if they're not already awake to who they are. They help them become awake to why they're in this business or organization. And together, that they start to move aggressively towards a vision. That's what differentiates teams, and that's where work spirit comes into play. That spirit of purpose, and it's enunciated, they know what it is, and they speak directly to it. What differentiates the best leader in these systems, or the best leaders? And it has something to do with this spirit, passion, for something they hold deeply and consciously at bay. Who they are and why are they in the world becomes very important. Lead yourself before leading others. And this issue of leading yourself is discovering that purpose. And you start by asking the question, why am I here? I'm not talking about in the office or in that organization or in that country, but here on the planet. And that's the only way there is to start. It may be an incomplete answer. It may be a partial, it probably is. Maybe a half-baked answer. But that is much superior to I don't know and I don't want to question. There's this issue of self-awareness coming forward. And Tasha Eurich is a researcher. In 2017, she put out a book on awareness. She's been trying to has been measuring awareness using different categories. That she speaks about 95% of people believe they are self-aware, when in fact it's more like 10 to 15%. She quotes are self-aware. And she says, don't confuse thinking about yourself the same as being self-aware. That their leading is not in question, and that they'll move where they want to go is not in question. Back to Martin Luther King. Did he have the critical vote on the Civil Rights Bill? Did he make it happen? What was he, a senator? Was he president? Who was he? He was behind LBJ in the signing of the document. Who was he? Who elected him? Nobody. He decided, I'm leading this thing. They didn't take a vote in the USA and say, who's going to lead civil rights within USA transformation? He says, I'm the person. And he found other people, Andy Young, people like that then he said, this is where we're going. And even though he had trip hazards along the way, that purpose, that drive towards that thing, and even when he went off script a little, he went off script in some areas that were black militant, and he regret and came back and said, that's not what I'm here for. When he was popular, he stayed the course. When he was unpopular in '68, talking about the Vietnam War, which a lot of people didn't want him to talk about. I thought we hired him for civil rights. What's he talking about? It all was the same to him. He was going to lead whether the spotlight was on him or not. It's important at any age in life to answer the question, why are you here and what are you about? And it's the essence of leadership.